People always ask me, well, what is the Minority Coalition? I think tonight we have demonstrated that we recognize and honor people who work with us on a day-to-day basis. In exchange, they help us get the message out about sickle cell disease as well. Dr. Ron, thank you. Thank all of my friends at Howard University. All of those who participated in the National Walkathon. I want to thank all of you all. And now, someone gave me a check a little while ago. I think we might have some more money coming. My hands are itching. We'll be out in a few minutes, but those folks that want to make a contribution, I'm not going to call you individually, so you can just start working your way.
Make one announcement. It was an issue here, not an issue, but a subject that we talked about the last couple of years, and that was Smithfield down in Tar Heel, North Carolina. And for those of you that don't know, December 8th of last year, we won the election at Tar Heel. Eventually, with a very good contract that was overwhelmingly ratified by the membership. As of today, we have over 2,700 members down there. We chartered our newest chartered local, it's local 1208, because of the date that we won the election, the workers won. And so I'm just happy to announce that. On behalf of President Hanson and the rest of the officers of the International Union, I have 2 checks to give to Don. And this was a very tough year on our charity fund because of the economy, and both on money coming in, on money going out. So we made it up out of the general fund, and we have checks for $30,000. I just want to say that this is a very worthy cause. It's a good organization. And I thought tonight's program, it seems hot in this room, that's what when Randy thought I had a tan, I think it's the heat in here. It was a very moving program tonight, I think. And it's one of the better ones I've been to. I think it's really meaningful. And so take it to heart. And Wendell, how's that book coming?
All right. On behalf of St. Louis and our president, Jim Doherty, myself, and Cynthia Blackman. I serve on the executive board. We also have a sickle cell committee. We would first like to thank Don for sending Aman Jahari, who comes and helps us in St. Louis. We also had Angela Davis, who came and helped us on the barbecue. Angela Mason, who came and helped us on the barbecue that we gave to help raise the money. And it was her first time that she actually changed pork steaks out of St. Louis. She didn't know what it was that we were cooking, that we were selling, and ribs that we sold out of because we were raising money for sickle cell. And she was so enthused at the support that the community gave us while we was out there selling barbecue to raise money for sickle cell at Schnitt supermarkets there in St. Louis. The company gave us support, and in the book they also brought an ad. Cynthia's going to present the money that we raised from the contributions for the year. And this year, although it was a rough year, we did come up with money that we surpassed the year before. And it was, like you say, all you do is set 1 foot, God will make 2. That's right.
On behalf of our sickle cell committee, we want to present Faces of Our Children, a check for $5,000.
Sisters, brothers. I'm Jesse Harris from Louisville, Kentucky, Local 227. It gives me a great pleasure and an honor tonight to be here and be a part of the Minority Coalition Board that I have had the privilege of being a part of. I want to thank you, Don, for being there for us down in Kentucky. 4 years ago, well, almost 4 years ago, we started the Faces of Our Children Sickle Cell Unity Choir. And you brought us to this coalition and gave us the start that we needed. And certainly the choir now has been able to go across the country. We've just in Detroit, Michigan, taking the sickle cell message. If you have the sickle cell trait, check your name. And we proudly let them know that we are the Faces of Our Children Sickle Cell Unity Choir. Thank you so much. On behalf of, I am the Community Affairs Organizer and Civil Rights Coordinator for Local 227. We work in Louisville along with the APRI Institute. I see Ms. Augusta Thomas here tonight from Louisville. She is with the APRI. It's good to see her tonight, along with our executive assistant to our president, Chris Sanders is here, and also J.D. Hines. Our president, Mr. Gary Best, is not able to be here tonight, but I want to let you know that he lets me do the things that we have to do to be able to share and to take the message of sickle cell. And when I, with my constituent groups, tell them what we need, for the most part, they give us what we need, and we really appreciate it. On behalf of the CBTU of Kentucky, the 8th Philip Randolph, our Sickle Cell Unity Choir pitches in as well, along with the Pat Gorman Foundation. Don, it's a pleasure for us to present a check tonight for $12,000 from Louisville, Kentucky.
So, 10 years later, 11 years later, Faces is beginning to get the recognition that it should have had years ago, merely because we're still around and people know what our mission has been. I don't want to ever see another child with sickle cell disease. That we buried the N-word in 07 in Detroit. And I'm just going to tell you, I mean, if you knew the history, because I've used it myself, but once I left that funeral, I haven't used it since. And I pledge never use it again. And the reason for it is because that word was developed or created to dehumanize African Americans. People were taught that we were less than whole. So I think if you read the history, you'll understand why some people get very offensive. And it's just not right. So I'll leave it at that. I just want you, and also there's other valuable information in there. There's a picture of our headquarters, our building in Danville. Let's give our teacher another hand, because you don't know how talented our young people are. We have, is Rick Turner here? I think I saw him earlier. I would just like to acknowledge my brother from University of Virginia, retired. He was the Dean of African American Studies at University of Virginia. Rick, are you still in the house? Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge his attendance here. So let's get upstairs and drink some water. So at least one is on me for anybody that want one. And tell President Hanson thanks a lot. Good night, everybody.